to another video review by me, Kozan. Today we're watching a Platinum Mercy player on King's Row. It is quick play, so maybe not all your teammates will do fantastically their best, but we'll see. They're still trying out probably new heroes, you know, and they might not play to the maximum of their abilities. But let's take a look here. Okay, oh, that was a... Let me go back. Yeah, that was actually alright. I think, well... Yeah, no, that was fine, Good res. You kind of saw the trajectory of the Widow bullet, and I thought maybe you would have been safer behind the bus, but you kind of went still with the cooldown. I think that was alright. Oh, healing that, nice. Staying a bit backwards, that's unfortunate. Your team just being collapsed here by the Junkrat. Your positioning ain't bad here. Jumping over with the shift, that's good. Fortunately, your wrist is getting hooked. Yeah, you guys should have backed up as soon as you lost that many people. You should have just tried to back up, and your team probably should have tried to take multiple positions, because right now everybody going through this one choke, it's very difficult. Well, you do have the shield, but I don't think you have that much of a, a shield breaking force as compared to them having a lot of shield break potential. Waiting out the Hanzo arrow. Okay, so right here, yeah, I wouldn't mind if you just call out for everybody to kind of wait up. Although it is a quick play game, so people might not like you trying hard at that point. Staying a bit too long on the Roadhog there. You definitely could have tried to get to that Moira there before he would have died. Let's see that again. Yeah, you see that was... So after resing the Hanzo here, that's alright. Right now, you could have already been looking for that jump to her. Well, yeah, as soon as your cooldown is off, of course. Well, this is rough. She probably just... Yeah, I think you had some time. As long as you stayed on the left side of that Roadhog, you probably could have jumped over there. You could have been a little bit safer by taking that bit mega for yourself in case you really needed it, because it doesn't look like the Moira did. You probably could have saved her. Good reaction on that Hanzo there, though. That's good. You got Valk now. I wouldn't mind if you just pop Valk right here, right now. This is still pre-Mercy patch, so you could have gotten this res off. Right now, you know, it would have been more difficult build. Even then, well, you don't get the extra res charge, so... Probably not the best call anymore. So, after the Mercy patch, I would have probably said just use it right now and try to push in with it. Just so you have the massive amount of healing. You're almost safe up there. You can kind of be floating up above, you know, above this space behind this building. That's very important to use that line of sight over there. You might be pulling out a couple of their resources as well, starting to shoot or try to shoot you if you're up in the air, making it more easy for your team to push through. You know, you're just going to be kind of a threat or like a target for them to try and shoot at. You got to be very careful of the Widow, of course, but the Widow right now shooting from behind the point, so you would have been theoretically safe behind this building over here. And as long as you continuously AD spam your movement. Oh, there you go. I'm not sure if I liked you jumping in here when you heard the tire, because that was kind of dangerous in my opinion. I would have liked it better if you just backed up and then grabbed your gun and tried to shoot the tire with your team, because you know you gotta kill that tire anyway. Ooh, the Valkyrie here though. I don't think that's a lot of value for your Valk. You get two squishies, and really when you do want to res. In situations like these, you wanted to get the tanks, and because there were already so many people dead, you know, it wasn't a lot of value there. Okay, Hanzo shooting his ult, a little bit awkward there. You are power boosting him though, so that's good, making sure he gets that value. Seeing the Roadhog there. I don't. Well. Gonna get him. I would have... Okay, the Junkrat is just died now, so if you stay a little bit more inside of here, I think I would have liked it better. You seem to be kind of backing up now. Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, stay inside of there. Oh boy, now... Yeah, you kind of moved out there a little bit. You could have been a little bit more careful, line of sighting there. A better team would have punished you by just moving out here. Because, you know, the Rodok was there. So if you had his hook, you would have been in trouble. Just try to use that shift whenever you expose yourself. And, yeah. Okay, okay. That's just them ulting your team a lot. Let's try to go into this next fight. Team up there. Alright, so now what you're doing as well is kind of dangerous. You're still poking a lot and giving them line of sight through here. Which you really don't want to do. That Widow could have shot you, you know. A better Widow would have killed you there. So yeah, you like the position you're in right now, you kind of went through to it naturally after seeing what happened. So good reaction. Just make sure you hug this statue so you're a little bit safer there. And then as your team dies, then try to get out again. So you're kind of getting ruffle stomped here, honestly. Well, at least your team is. Staying with this D.Va is alright-ish. There's still so many people behind you though. So your D.Va overextending there a little bit. Yeah, that's also a big thing about Mercy. When you see people overextending, don't go and chase them. It's usually better for you to just stay with the rest of your team that are not overextending. And make the D.Va come back to you. Instead of just you putting yourself out of position as well. Just to save somebody that's out of position already. Because that's most likely not the person that's going to carry it around anyway, right? So you want to keep the other people safer that are playing smarter. Well, your D.Va doesn't have mech yet, so honestly, I would... And you could be a little bit more on your Widow maybe, but... Okay, resing this. Oh boy, that chunk. Yeah, okay, that was good. Your Widow just died, so... I think this would have been a good spot. Your D.Va has mech again, just Valk here. You would have gotten the extra res in this case. Of course, this doesn't happen anymore. Well, you still got to pick on their Widow as well. So I would still call out just use your Valk here, even after the nerf. And yeah, again, take up this position up in the high grounds. You want to be as high as possible to kind of be out of range of the Junkrat spam and the Rodok hooks and stuff like that. And then you can, you know, it's a lot more easy for you to heal up everybody. And also you're going to take damage away from them by being up there and people trying to shoot you as long as you move correctly. Henzo unfortunately dying to Junkrat here, that's a bit of a shame. Let's see if I see anything really major. I don't have a lot of flankers, so you know, that's something that's keeping you safe here. I really like well, yeah, that was a good dodge. Fortunately, you still found your soldier, but he kind of took that bullet for you. Oh boy, okay, let me see that again. So you really want to stay close to this shield right here. I'm not sure why you're rotating around the statue past this way. You are kind of exposing yourself. It's safer to go rotate around that way. I mean, you do have Valk, but still. I'm not sure if their Widow's back yet. Also, oh boy. Yeah, look at this. You're still way on the level of all the Junkrat spam. So it's still very easy for him to kind of get you. Also, the Rodok is right there. Definitely try to get more airtime as you are flying around with Valk. Yeah, your team is kind of getting ruffle stomped here. Maybe we should try to look into... You know what, we're going to try and see... You send a couple of matches, so let's see what happens in another one. Because your team was kind of underperforming there as well. I mean, maybe you could have been a little bit more with the Widow and power boosting her. But your team was just running into that Junkrat spam, so you kind of had to be with them to just keep him alive. Unfortunately. Okay, so... Okay. Let's take a look at this. You're with your Pharah. Let's see how you line of sight it when they start attacking actually. So you already run. Yeah, you already want to be power boosting your Pharah. Very good. Using this as line of sight. Trying to stay on her. It's all good. You could. Yeah, if your Pharah goes too far away for you to be in a good line of sight while still power boosting, you could have power boosted this Widow as well at the same time. I mean, it's also really good value for you to do so. You have a really, yeah, this is like a really weird quick play comp. I'm not sure if we should go too much into this. Well, you do have a Reinhardt. Ooh, so you have Reinhardt, Widow, Pharah. What else? Symmetra. Okay, so that's that's a little weird. Yeah, that's definitely a quick play comp. Let's see if we can find something else. Horizon. Okay, so now you have a Zarya Reinhardt. That's a good combination. You also have the Genji, so you can kind of go on flanks. It's not really with a slow comp. You probably would rather would have had like a Junkrat to run with you, but you do have the Hanzo, so you can't really do a good shield wall, honestly. But maybe the Genji is going to open up space for you in the backline. And oh, you also have Soldier, so that's good. So you don't have a second healer, which is alright actually with Mercy. I think that was, especially pre-patch, this was very doable with solo heal Mercy a lot of the time. So that actually gives you kind of the ability to do a proper shield wall. They do have Junkrat though, so they already have a big advantage there. But it should allow your Zarya to get a lot of charge. So you want to try and keep your Zarya alive most of the time. Just so she can keep building up her charge, of course. I think you're prioritizing her here. So yeah, a little bit more... let's see that. You're kind of healing here a little bit too long. You could have gotten some value by power boosting a little bit onto the Hanzo or either the Soldier. Right there, he's getting some body shots, so your Hanzo wouldn't have been a too bad a call to try and power boost. Okay, gotta wait out this purple line, keep line of sighting. That's very good. Up until you're full again. Okay, so again, you're staying on the heal here when he's already full. He's even got his bubble up, so he's not gonna take any damage. You wanna just keep on the power boost here for him. Up until you see him take damage, and that's when you switch back to healing again. Yeah, right now everybody's full HP. Okay, you're power boosting the Zarya. I don't think she's incredibly high charge, so you probably would get more value from power boosting the Soldier in this case. Okay, keeping everybody up. Oof. That's a little greedy, in my opinion. This dive over here. This is you diving a little bit too far into the enemy. You do line of sight them immediately afterwards, so that's pretty good. But I feel like you didn't have to dash in there. You could have just given your Genji a chance to get further backwards, and you be a little bit more safer on the backside. Oh boy, you're not gonna rest this, right? Okay. Okay, that Genji. So let's talk about Genjis like this. Your team is kind of over here. Okay. So this is kind of difficult. This is a difficult spot. So the Genji's over there. So he's definitely just diving after you. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of because you dive in too far, and this Genji right now sees you as a prime target. If you were a little bit further backwards, it would have been a little bit more difficult. Of course, also what I want to point out, you're still healing them. When they're purple, so you could be power boosting them here. That would have been a lot more value. So yeah, I'm not sure if they would have killed them at that point. Anyway, yeah, if you were a little bit further backwards, you would have seen this Genji come in a lot sooner. And you know, your beam has quite a lot of range, so you can still kind of heal them there. A little bit slow on that targeting that Reinhardt for heal. But yeah, try to be a little bit further backwards. Don't dive in after your Genji like that, because that's just going to put you in a situation where that Genji gets a really easy kill on you, or at least initial damage gets dropped onto you, maybe even accidental, and then you try to retreat, but there's nobody for you to jump back to here, so you already kind of wanted to be the person that was a little bit further back. And then yeah, just keep your tanks up, keep your Zarya up, like I said, most important. The Soldier was there close by, and Just let the Genji use his deflect and then his dash again to get out. Hopefully. Okay. So you guys take this point. Okay. So this is kind of just a big brawl, but you guys do take it. Yeah, alright. I don't mind that, Raz. I'm not. Let me see again. Actually, the timing on this. Yeah, I think that would have worked. Yeah, that would have still worked. Because right now you can't res somebody anymore if they're already almost about to be respawned. The respawn will go off before your res timing is actually completed. That's good to note. Okay, good jump after the Rhine. Want to stay really close to him with the shield up. And again, you're healing them a lot right now, right? And you want to be power boosting a bit more at these points. Okay, so a thing, right? This is a really good thing to point out, actually. There's this option for Mercy to switch when you... Alright, there's two options for Mercy. One is where you have your beam connected, and when you press shift, you still dive to that target. And then there's the other one, where you can have anyone selected with your beam, and you still use your shift ability according to where you're looking at which person you're looking at. So in this case, right, you want to be healing this Enzo, but you want to get away from here as quickly as you can as well at the same time. So if you actually have the ability on, which a lot of the more professional Mercies do, just because it gives them more mobility and more freedom to keep healing what they need to be healing without having that interruption. You could be keeping your healing beam onto the Hanzo right here and then make a dive for the Reinhardt or maybe the soldier in the back. The soldier in the back maybe would have been a little bit safer. But yeah, okay, no, he was a bit too close. I wouldn't... Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I guess it was only 2, but... It's a bit dangerous. Your team is a bit cluttered right now. Okay, barely getting that Zaya. Keeping her up, keeping her up. Okay, I think... So yeah, now again, right, power boost. I don't think they have a lot of flankers here either. This is good line of sighting. So right here, he's purple right now. So yeah, keep an eye out for those purples, I guess. Okay. Let's go into some general, because I'm not sure how much else I'm gonna see. I think this is a really good spot, by the way, you're using here. If your team was still alive and you were just over here, kind of healing whatever's on the point, your line is sighting really well. Just die quickly here, honestly. Okay, yeah, that was one last tip I can give you there. If your team is dying really quickly, you don't wanna juke them anymore. You just wanna die as quickly as you can. The quicker you die, the more attacks you're gonna get, because you know the rest of your team is gonna have to wait for you. Well, I guess you're Mercy, so you're still gonna be able to dive towards them, as long as the distance between the respawns ain't too big. Let's actually see how it works. I think it should work out fine, actually. You should be able to jump to this area right here. Still. Or the McCree, okay. Oh, the Hanzo, actually. So that barely still worked out. So if they were a little bit slower on killing you, you might have been stranded there without anyone to jump to. And you know, because it's kind of solo queue, I believe. Or maybe triple queue. It would have been safer for you to die a little bit quicker. And you guys might be able to get more attacks in if you do this continuously over and over again. Okay, so to reiterate the general points, basically, try to stay backwards a little bit more. Be on top of your power boost whenever you can, when they're purple, your allies, or when they are already full HP, of course. Try to prioritize who to power boost, so the person who's ever going to do the most damage, or the person that you see the most popping off in the kill feed. That's always a good thing. If your Zarya is really high charge, that's the perfect target to power boost, because you're gonna want to keep her alive anyway the most, just so she can keep that charge up. and really start getting all those grabs. Yeah, your line of sighting here and there, it wasn't perfectly on top of things. It was alright, it was decent, but sometimes it felt like you were a little bit reactionary instead of already proactively finding those line of sights. And, over time you're going to get better with this. You're not going to poke out and then suddenly see a Widow taking a pot shot at you, barely missing, and then you take the line of sight that you needed to take. You can be a bit more proactive on taking those line of sights. What else? Also be a bit more proactive with your Valk. It's going to be very different, of course, right now because of the changes. You want to be more proactive with it and, way up higher in the air. Try to move erratically in the air and, you do have to be a little bit more on top of line of sighting while Valking as well because it's going to be easier for them to shoot you right now. But yeah, you want to use it kind of as an opener for a fight. It would be a good thing to, for example, right now this Genji just used Blade. So if you had Valk right now, then I wouldn't have used it during this Blade. But then, you would be free to use it very liberally afterwards because they don't have any, they have less of their offensive ults. So you have a big opening there. And then you actually can just pop it and try to win a fight decisively afterwards. Okay. What else? Anything else? I think that's... the tire, I guess. You do have your gun. If you do hear the tires, just grab out your gun and try to shoot it as well. Because sometimes, people get it really low, 1 HP. And if there was just a tiny amount of damage extra on it, and you had your gun ready and were trying to shoot it as well, sometimes you only need to hit 1 bullet. And, you're the hero that saved the team from the tire that was about to kill 3 people. Okay, I think that's about it. I hope it helps, dude, and I hope you got some valuable insights. And I wish you the best of luck with climbing on the ladders here. Okay, see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.